Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of AchromatiCraft. The last time we built this iron farm and it's been working really well. Let's go check it out real quick. Last time you were able to hear the iron golems kind of coming down. We've already got a stack of iron, that's awesome. Now this thing won't be running the whole time because it's not in a spawn chunk. But as long as we're in this area, this should be running. So we'll keep checking it out, make sure it's still working well. But today, what I want to focus on, getting our sheep farm done. I'm getting kind of sick of just going over there and shearing them all the time. I want to make something automatic. As you can see, I've marked out a place for our sheep farm. But if we're going to make this automatic, we need to get a lot of bows. So what I want to do is go down into our mine and go back to that abandoned mine shaft and see and just hope that there is some kind of skeleton spawner or a lot of cobwebs or something, because we're going to need a lot of string and a lot of bows to make this farm. But before we do that, I want to see if we can get all of our sheep moved over here. It's going to be kind of a pain if I have to move each one individually. Let's go do that real quick. Let's get these sheep moved over. And I think I might have some wheat somewhere here. It actually might be in the barrel right next to them. It is? Yep, there it is. To make this a lot easier. As you can see, we've got some of the wool that we keep getting from them. We'll keep doing that as we're over there, but we're going to get ready to move them in. So let's break down the fence here. Move this to our offhand and see how many of these guys follow us. This could be another one of those moving moments. Yep, we're not going to get them all. There's just so many of these sheep. So we're going to take what we can. We'll do this in a couple different trips. But one of the things that I want to make sure that we do with this farm, oh, we're losing lots of them, is that we get the 4 different colors of wool. So black, gray, light gray, and white. We'll be using those colors a lot in kind of our different builds, as you've seen. So I just want to make sure that we have a good amount of those colors of sheep. And I'm already telling this is going to be a lot of trips. That's a lot of sheep. That's what I'm going to do here real quick, is just get these sheep in, and then I'll be right back. Alright, as I get this last sheep in, I think that's the last one, at least I hope, you're going to notice something. Oh, there's another guy up there. That's okay, we have plenty of sheep for now. We'll breed them up a little once we get over there. But some of you may have realized the mistake I made, and we'll get up there in just a minute. As you know, when you shear a sheep, it needs grass to grow again. And this isn't grass, so I'm going to have to rebuild this pen once again, because there's no way for me to let them regrow their wool. So we'll at least breed them up so that we can have some more babies. We're going to need a lot of sheep in here. We'll get these guys kind of bred up, but I'm going to have to move them once again and get them back on grass. Thought that was a good idea of what I was doing, but it looks like we're going to have to do a change. So let me get these guys bred up. Looks like we may have done that now. We'll let them kind of grow in preparation for what we're going to do here. So let's go see if we can get some string. Hopefully from cobwebs. I know there's at least some cobwebs down there. Hopefully we'll find a skeleton spawner, but I'm guessing we're just going to be chopping down a lot of cobwebs. Luckily we got our sword. We can cut those down, but let's go down there and start doing it. All right, I think I'm ready. I think we got all of our diamond armor on. We're ready to finally go open that up and see what is inside of that abandoned mine shaft we found before. So again, it's all the way down. We're going pretty deep here. And I think I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. We can just rush in there. As you can see, this is where I've been doing some of my mining. But we're going to go back up here and go venture out and see what's going on. I'm going to put these in my offhand. I have a feeling this place is going to be dangerous. We stuck a few torches in here a few episodes ago, but I'm just going to run through here. Like, we got to try and get this lit up as quick as possible. See if we can keep bad guys from spawning. I don't know which way we're gonna go. I like kind of this open area because it looks like there is some chests and oh, they're already starting to spawn. We're just gonna spam torches around here. We can come back and get all the resources later. And the biggest thing last time is I think luckily we were able to get enough torches around that guy. I do not want that anyone spawning in there. So hopefully we can just get enough here, make it safe. We'll block off some of these areas because I do not want to die down here. This would be a horrible place to die. Oh, what is it? Come on. Can't tell. Yes! It's a skeleton spawner. Oh, and another chest. That's awesome, guys. I'm just going to keep spamming here. We'll go back and check that out in just a minute. Oh, man. A lot of these. We're going to get a lot of iron and rails. That's awesome. I don't know what we use the rails for. That is awesome to have. And this makes me the most happy. I love a skeleton spawner. But before we do that, let's make sure we get the rest of this kind of lit up. Boy, I can hear something. Oh, good. They're gonna fight for a second. Oh, I gotta eat. Oh, I gotta eat bad. Okay, I should have brought a shield. That was my bad. Should have thought about that. And we were out of torches. Alright, guys. I'm gonna whip out here for a second. Let's get reorganized here. Alright, we can do a little bit more torches. Okay, and put those in my offhand. Oh, skeleton. I mean, creeper. Okay, that's alright. We can handle this. Oh boy. Oh, thorns on? You just got hurt somehow. Oh man, there are a lot of these guys. That diamond armor must be alright. I'm playing on hard mode, so I think we're doing okay. Let's see if we get some more of this lit up. Okay, this is alright. Alright, we're getting this pretty clear. So there's that spawner we found. Is there anything else in this cave? I have to go explore down some of the pathways soon. Oh no. What is this? Come on. Double? Is that a skeleton spawner? I can't tell. Yes! Oh my gosh, guys. Is that close enough that we could... They are. Holy cow. They are right next to each other. This is so awesome. We're going to be able to build a double skeleton spawner. That's going to take us a lot of time to clear out all of that, but that is awesome. That's going to not only give us the bows that we need, but we'll be able to get lots of bones. And as you know, we color a lot of stuff with white dye, so we can use all that bone meal to kind of do that. But before we get too excited about that project, let's just make sure we have some of this lit up a little bit better. I really don't want to die. Alright, we're doing pretty well here. Alright, we're going to have to just watch and see where different things spawn. But now let's check out some of these chests. I'm actually going to do this the easy way. We're just going to break it. We're going to run through. There was a lot of them. I'm surprised how many of these chest minecarts there are. Oh, glowberries. That's great. Hoping we have enough storage for all of this stuff. I think I saw one over here somewhere. That's a dark cave. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there wasn't one. That's okay. We'll at least just light up some of this. We saw the two that were back there. We'll go get those to start with. Then this one. Some lapis. Ooh, golden apple. Oh, two of them. What was in there? Rails, name tag. Alright, so some good stuff. I don't know how much of this the rails we'll use, but you know, When you don't have to make them, this is the best way. Cool. All right, so we'll check. Might as well check these chests while we're here. All right, nothing too amazing. Looks like kind of the standard stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna get us a little bit set up here so we can kind of take care of this. I need some more food. I'm down to one last steak, so I'm gonna go up, get some more food, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I went up and got us some stuff and realized I didn't drop off any of my loot that we found. I'm actually gonna just put it down here. I don't really want to keep going back up and down. So we're going to actually just use the mine carts that were already kind of given to us. We're just going to store a bunch of this stuff in here. All good stuff, but we really don't need most of it. Oh, and I don't even have to put it all down. We won't need most of it right now until we go back up. So we're going to just start digging here. I don't really want to build out that way. I'm a little worried that things are going to drop on us. I went up there and lit up a little bit. But I think because one's there and one's here, we're going to do the room kind of back here a little bit. So let's start clearing out some of this deep slate. All right, as you guys know, it takes way too long to dig out deep slate. I'm not going to make you sit through a whole time lapse of it. I'm going to open up an area here, see if we can get this all kind of prepped, and then I'll bring you back as we start to build it. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I think I went a little overboard before recording again. We got both of these dug out pretty well. I got the water stream up. I figured you wouldn't be able to see that very well since I was just placing kelp and having to go all the way up. I'm actually making them drop here. So this one, we gotta put the water in, but we'll go into this, get shot up, and then come down. So hopefully they're one-hit kills. Don't have to spend a lot of effort killing them. Again, this room is basically set up the same. Water goes down, they get shot up, and both of them get brought to the same spot. Now I'm hoping this works. We'll find out pretty soon. But let's get this water in. Let's grab some buckets here and see if we can start getting these set up. In the future, I want to have the blackout glass. I'm forgetting what it's called right now, but I want to get that in there so that we can still be able to see in here, but it will block the light. All right, so it looks like we got that set up pretty well. I gotta get some better boots. These are hard to walk in the water. Let's get this other side going. I'm hoping. And for reference, kind of where we're at in this cave is behind this wall is where that big giant cave is. So that should get these up and running. Now, the one thing I don't have right now is that glass. So we're just going to use the good old dirt until we have it. Luckily, I know where a geode is, so I'll be able to go get that pretty soon here. But for now, we're just going to use that dirt there. We got plenty of stuff, as you can imagine, digging all of that out. Let's block this up. Okay, now we gotta get those torches, and then it is a moment of truth to see how well we actually did. I think I only have one torch in here. So when we break that, oh, yep, there's a spawns right away. And then here we should only have one as well. Yep, and there they spawn. Oh boys, again. Oh, that was a little too close. All right, now we just need to see if my water tubes are gonna work here. Oh, there's one. Oh, that guy's got armor. Thought it was a creeper for a minute. All right, so they're spawning in here. And there we go. My collection needs, I guess, a lot more work. But that's okay. It's easy enough to pick that up. We'll let them keep spawning. And I'm going to sit here and get us some string and see if we can get some bows too. So I'll bring back in when I've got some more bones and bows. Alright guys, I brought you back pretty quick. We haven't really done too much. But this farm is crazy with the looting-free swords. You can see how much stuff splatters out of there, and the people keep coming. But we're getting a lot of bows. And one of the things that I think is going to be the best, or the nicest thing, is that Mojang actually changed it so that you can actually use a bow even when it's almost completely broken for a dispenser. So that's going to save us a lot. I was thinking that we were going to have to get all these bows back up to perfect, but it turns out we're going to be able to do this with broken bows. So this is going to help us a lot. I was worried we're going to have to AFK down here quite a bit and keep getting these guys, but it looks like we're going to be able to get bows pretty quick. I mean, we got half of what we're going to need right here in our inventory. So let me keep kind of grinding away here, getting more of these skeletons, more of the bones. I need to go grab some cobblestone because we're going to need 32 of these dispensers for our sheep farm. We're going big, guys. It's not just going to be a little farm. We're going big. So let me keep grinding here until we kind of get up to that 32 dispenser range, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I thought I was going to have to be here a while, but it's maybe 10 minutes later in real life. And we're getting pretty close. We've already got 21 of these guys. You want to see how easy it is. Look at all these bones we've already got. I don't think I can use enchanted bows, so we might actually combine those. So I've got some here in my inventory. And really all we got to do is get that loaded, put the different bows in. It looks like I'm going to need some more cobble and redstone. But just like that, we're getting pretty close to that 32. I'm going to keep grinding here, and then I'll meet you up by the sheep farm, because we'll be ready to start building. Okay guys, I started getting some of the supplies we're going to need for the sheep farm. But if you remember from earlier, I forgot that sheep can't grow on... They can't regrow their wool if they're on this concrete powder and wool. So I need to move them, and I know this was super riveting last time. We're going to get these sheep moved back over onto some grass. So let's see if we can put these guys back in a different spot. And again, we're not going to get them all. And I know this was so super exciting earlier that we're going to do it again real quick. And just see if we can get these sheep in the right spot. I want to make sure that we have plenty, so that as we're starting to move them into the farm, that they'll just be ready to go. We'll be able to drop them right in. That is pretty easy. So we're just going to get them, bring them over here. See how many of them we can get in here. I think we may have more sheep than I thought we did. Let's jump over here and grab some more of them real quick. So this sheep farm is going to be 100% automatic. That's kind of why we built the iron farm first, is we'll be able to get the shears from that. We'll put those in the dispensers that we just created. And then every time that they eat the grass, it'll give a redstone signal to an observer that we'll put in the ground. And I'll show you that here in a minute, what the setup's going to look like. But that's really going to allow us to just let this run. And the only thing we have to do is make sure that we are continuing to put more shears into those dispensers, and it will just run for us, which is exactly what I'm trying to do with the iron farm, with the sheep farm. Some of the other farms we'll have to manually kind of sit there with our pickaxe, but if we can get a beacon for some of those, this area is going to give us a lot of what we need. So anyways, there's the sheep. I guess while we're here, we should probably get some more of them. I'm trying to get a blend of all the different colors. So it looks like we have the white, the dark gray. We're trying to get some of the light gray. And then we're going to have to go get some more ink sacs so we can hopefully get some of the black sheep in here too. But guys, that's going to get us all ready to start building our sheep farm. So let me get the redstone. Actually, I have it right here, ready to go. Maybe we can do a quick setup. I'll show you, this is super easy. So really, all we're doing here is that, when we put down these observers, they're going to just be watching for updates on the grass. See if I can squeeze one in here. They look for an update, of what's going to happen with this, we're going to put a dispenser right here, a simple piece of redstone, and this makes that click every time the sheep eats from here. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple to set up. We'll set these up kind of in a line. So we'll, oops, messing this up a whole bunch, but let's see if we can get that done right. But we'll just set these up every other one. We'll have some glass in between each of them. And the nice thing with this is it can be pretty quick, because what will happen is no matter which one of these two observers use that piece of grass or that piece of grass, it'll make both of them go. So that's pretty nice. If sometime it doesn't work or whatever, it's still going to trigger, and then we'll put a minecart. It's going to go under, under these ones. And so the wool will drop right here. And then, oh, there you go. You just saw it go off. So the wool will go here. We'll have a minecart that's going underneath, picking up all the wool and delivering it to a system. So that's pretty simple. So now that we kind of know how it's going to work, we're starting to get our sheep population up. I am going to get this built. So let's get that built now. All right, before I get too far on building this whole building, I know my building goes up pretty quick once I get going, but what I want to do is kind of show you. I've started doing the layout here. Really, this ends up being pretty easy, just pointing these where you need them to be. Looking at that grass, we're going to put a few dispensers on here. Building goes super quick. That's why I love doing these sheep farms. We can get it up, get it going pretty quick, and drop a few of these in here. And y'all, that's pretty much all we do. And then we just come in with the glass. I'll have to set up some spots there. We just put this too high. That way we can kind of drop the sheep in from the top. And they are in. And really, it's that easy. We're going to do that. I'll have to clear out some of this stuff. I don't want to waste this being in the ground. We'll clean that up. Underneath here is going to be where we keep all the rail lines. So I'll put the rail carts under there. We'll make a delivery system probably out here. Maybe there'll be some room here in the middle. I'm going to check, but we're going to do 4 rows of this, guys. That's why I'm going to bring you back in when I get it more done, because it's going to take me a minute to get all those done. We do have enough supplies. I went over and got some more of everything we're going to need. So I think we should be good, and if not, I'll go down caving a little bit more, and we'll get what we need. So we'll be right back. We should have this building done. Was that another iron? Or another one of the iron golems. Get so excited when I start hearing that the farm's working. But anyways, let me get this built, and we will be right back. Okay, we are back, and we got this Jeep factory built. I really wanted to go after a factory look. Still have some of the same architecture we had here, but really try and get it a lot more factory-like. So hopefully we did that. We've got some iron bars in there. We got some of the wool to show that this is the wool farm. And I tried to black out the windows. The inside's kind of ugly, so I didn't really want to be able to see in there all the time. Plus there's going to be grass. Again, that's something we have to have. Similar to our farms over here, there's just some things that we just can't do without there being color in there. But we're getting pretty good here at starting to get these different buildings, getting some contrast between the two. But let me show you what's inside. I put the access door that we're going to need on the same side as the iron farm, because we're going to need to come in and replenish these sheep. We got all the different sheep in here. We got the white, the light gray, the dark gray, and then the black, all in their own lines. But right now, as you'll see, we have no shears in there. So we need to go over and get some shears so that we can get them going. We've been letting this iron farm run like crazy. They've been hearing it going off. Sounds like one just barely died. We're going to get a little bit of iron here. Luckily, both sides of this keep running, so we'll have plenty. Like, we should be able to get multiple. Yep, we got plenty there. We should be able to get 2 or 3 shears in each of these sheep. So all we're going to do is jump in here. Let's craft up. I don't even know how many of these we can hold at one time. But I'm going to go through and let's get this filled up. We'll start with 2 in each, and then we'll come back and do more later. Let's go. All right, guys, we got them in and ready to go. You can see it's already starting to shear some of them. And it looks like it's exactly 1 stack for a side. I guess that makes sense with the way we did our math here. You can hear it going. Let's see if we can see that minecart. Yep, pick up the wool, and there it goes. So just like that, we're going to be able to get this wool going. It's going to work around the clock. I'll do the other side here in a second, but I kind of want to show you where this wool gets dumped off. So the minecarts are underneath, and I've wired one up for each side. And so what they'll do is they'll bring it back over here. There's some redstone, and then it comes right into this chest. This can be super easy. Anytime we need to come get wool, we'll come over here, grab it out of this chest, and it should just run anytime we're in the area. So this should run all the time. The iron farm should run all the time. That's kind of why we're building up this area, to be that industrial district, be able to come in here. But guys, it's kind of bland. We need to get some of this more grass done. I need to get some more roads in, and we need some trees. We put 2 custom trees over there. We need to get some more so this feels a little bit like it's still in the country. I don't want this to look completely like an industrial district. We've kind of gone for that village feel rather than straight industrial. That's kind of what I'm going to do between episodes. But for today, that's what we want to accomplish, is get this sheep farm up. Let me know what you think about, do I have enough sheep in there? Am I going to get enough wool? I mean, obviously we might have to crank up some of the colors to be more of this gray, because we use it like crazy. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, and let me know what you want to see in the next one. Still trying to figure that one out, but I'm going to let these 2 run, do some landscaping in the meantime, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.